There you go. You're pointing the right way. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm using my headset today, so I want to make sure you can hear me. Let me just double check my settings real quick. Every time I open this, it wants to transfer to that, so I better not. Okay, I am going on the guise that you can hear me, right? So my name's Nicole with So Much More, and I am going to share with you some fun things that maybe you'd like to sew. Get ready to sew either start now or maybe put on your list to sew this summer. I have some patriotic projects planned and there's all sorts of ideas that I'd like to share with you today. So, first, what I wanted to do was to share with you some projects that I had done in the past that you might want to do yourself. And so, I will link to those after I'm finished with our live video here. So, some of these are things that I've made myself, and some of are things that I've made as a group, and then some are things that were gifted to me. So let's start with what was gifted to me. My mother, you might know, sews. She taught me lots of stuff. She made this for me. This is a really cute project that she got off of a magazine. And it looks like just strips of different reds, right? And then cut on a curve to make it look like a big watermelon slice. I would have to ask her where she got the pattern for this, but it looks fun and simple enough that you might try this yourself, right? You could probably just grab your scraps and do something fun and scrappy. She put watermelon seeds, just appliqued some watermelon seeds there. So that was kind of fun. Anyway, I put this, I love table runners and things to decorate my home. I put this in various places like right around the end of May because these kind of things are perfect for not only the summer, but just to make things nice and cheerful. You can decorate a picnic table, all sorts of fun ideas. So that is something that was given to me. I did not make that one. Now I want to show you a project that this is one of the first things I made. I was getting a quilting magazine and I do forget which one. I still think I have it. But here's another watermelon project. It's a large table runner. Isn't that cute? This was fabric that is meant to be turned into a watermelon. See how that is very intentionally watermelon fabric. And then the rest of them were scrappy things that I just had for the background, and the green and white are solid. I have a navy background, but the rest of these background prints right here are just some scraps that I had at the time. I made this years ago, but I always take it out for the summer, right? This is great for from May through September, if you ask me, right? So that's a kind of a fun one. We love watermelons here. I have an Aunt Robin who I lived with for a time. When I first got married, my husband and I, we lived in Grapevine, Texas. And he was finishing college. And this, I think this was the year 2000, and so a long time ago. And so we wanted to move back to Kansas City area, and because we wanted to start a family and things like that. And anyway, my aunt was gracious enough to let us live at her place because she and her husband had another house. She needed someone to house sit. So we did that for a while. But while my husband was finishing college, she and I lived together for a summer. We ate watermelon every day. So every time I make something with a watermelon, I have to think of my Aunt Robin. Now, this is a project. It's very scrappy. I have lots of flying geese borders. This was probably the first time I had done flying geese, lots of flying geese. But these stars, see, they're called a Wonky star. And there is a pattern for this. I'll have to research it and put it in the description. But we basically had a basically everybody had brought their own patriotic fabric, and then so some of this fabric was something that I brought and some of this fabric was something that other people brought, and so every star is different. It's very scrappy. Some people made table runners, some people made mini quilts. others made full quilts with this project. It was a lot of fun. I think we're planning to do this again, but with Christmas fabric. It is so fun. So I think I'm going to plan this for an upcoming retreat. I am really excited about it. I think it's such a fun project, but that was a fun table runner. And then I used this fabric for the back. That was when chevrons were cool. I think it was maybe like 2016. It's been a minute since I made this. That was a lot of fun. That was a fun project. And then this is a recent make. I'm gonna have to lift it way up because it's a quilt. It's just a lap size quilt, but this is something that I made last year. And I used my foundation paper piece star to make some of this, and the rest of it is a border. Let me turn it the right way. This was a fabric line that's since out of production. You might still find it on Etsy. I have probably a little bit left of the backing, which is beautiful. You know, these roses that are red, white, and blue. I do have the patriotic stripe stripe border, but this is the stars. These are the stars that I'm talking about. You can find this star pattern on my website. And then this was a panel. Check out this panel, you guys. It's not pieced. It's a panel. I'm going to try to raise it way up. Doesn't it look like pieced? It's meant to look pieced. It's like a cheater, you know, like a little panel. There's nothing really little about it. I sold out of this last year. But then on the other side, I used the same stars and some more border fabric. So it is a really fun quilt. It's a nice size, you know, like a patriotic table run, not table runner, but throw lap size. Anyway, that was really fun. I do have an article about this with all of the information linked, and so I'll put that in the description of this video. That was my most recent, not most recent, one of my more recent patriotic makes. But I want to share with you a UFO that I have. I started last year. Last year, I had a class where there was about, I want to say, 10 or 12 ladies. We all got together and we were making the Betty Bowler bag. And let me show you what the Bowler bag looks like in a different print. This is the Betty Bowler bag, right? This is a pattern by Swoon. Don't you love that patriotic? Yes, Dorothy, thank you so much. I love it too. I'll link that so you can look some more about it. But this is the Betty Bowler bag. And like I said, this is a pattern. Hope you they're mowing outside. I hope that's not too loud. This is a pattern by Swoon, and I love the shape. So the structure is provided by foam, and then I made the whole thing, right? I made the piping to really match this stuff right here. This is a great bag. I have a whole article about it. I teach workshops on it. This is probably my favorite bag to make. I've made so many of them. Like here's another one. I make them as gifts. Anyway, so I have this bag and but I started it in patriotic fabric. So let me show you my UFO bin, right? This is my bin. I don't know how you guys keep your UFOs organized, but I like to put them in bins, label them, and keep everything together. So the first thing in my bin is the pattern. Right, here's the pattern. And I have made this so many times that, you know, I keep my templates all together and get real organized about it. But I'm in various stages and I'm making two. Okay, this is a big undertaking, but I'm making it in the patriotic fabric. Okay, so I've got various stages happening, but I want to show you the outer casing. So one of them is red and one of them is blue. All right, this is going to be so pretty. I'm so excited about all of them. And my piping is the striped fabric. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be. So this is the exterior for these bags, or at least for this one. The interior is this white, right? There's the interior. And then the exterior, here's one of them. Isn't that going to be pretty? It's going to be so pretty. I'm going to finish that this summer because this is going to make two. Here's the strap for one of them, right? It's an adjustable strap. So it has this turning lobster clasp right here. It has this adjustable, what is it called? I have one right here. It's called a slider. It's an adjustable slider. And then the other side has this twisty clasp right here. And so that's going to hook really nicely onto, these little D-rings. Here's the other exterior. So I have one that's blue and one that's red. Here's the blue one. So it's blue and the bottom is going to be blue, the top's going to be blue, but the pockets are red as an accent, right? So that's one of them. And then the other one is going to be red. So I have a red one and a blue one coming. So excited about this. So let me know which one you think is going to be cuter. It's a toss up for me. I think the blue one is going to be easier to keep clean, because you know how bags can attract all sorts of things, but the red one's really going to pop. So I'm really excited about both of them. So I've got my projects all organized in my bin. So I'm going to put them back in here. And they're all at pretty much the same stage because I used these pieces when I was teaching my class. And so they're all in like here's how you do this step. And I would show them on one of the bags. And then I would show another person on the same bag, but in a different color. So I've got lots of things in different stages happening in this box. But I'm going to keep it all nice and organized. I'm going to put it back in here with my pattern on top. And remember, this is the Swoon Betty Bowler bag, and I'm going to link it in the description after we're finished here today. But I wanted to share with you that if you're looking for, I hope that those were some really fun projects that inspired you. I do have some hardware if you want to make your own Betty Bowler bag. The hardware that I used, and let me show you, all put together on this bag. So we have these triangle rings. This is the antique brass or